Welcome, fellow adventurers, to another captivating episode of Hidden Kingdoms. Today we're venturing into one of the most intriguing aspects of Middle-earth's history. Are any elves remaining in Middle-earth? The elves, with their ethereal grace and profound influence, have always been a central part of Tolkien's world. Their departure from Middle-earth marks one of the most poignant moments in the legendarium. So, get ready for an epic journey as we explore the enigmatic tale of the elves and uncover whether any might still be among us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fantastical content. When we talk about the departure of the elves from Middle-earth, one of the most significant events is the sailing of the last ship. This vessel, with its gleaming sails and majestic presence, symbolized not just a physical journey but the end of an era for the elves. It was a farewell to a land they had graced for millennia, a transition from the world of the mortal to the eternal shores of Valinor. The last ship's journey is shrouded in both historical significance and mystery. Its final departure marked a profound moment in the history of Middle-earth. The ship carried some of the most revered figures of elvenkind, including three notable elven kings, Celeborn, Thranduil, and Círdan. Each of these figures played a pivotal role in the final chapters of elven history. Celeborn, the last king of Erin Lasgalen, was a figure deeply connected to the natural world. His rule over the woodland realm was characterized by a harmonious relationship with the ancient forests and their inhabitants. Erin Lasgalen, under Celeborn's reign, remained a beacon of elven grace and natural beauty. His departure on the last ship symbolized the end of an era for a realm that had been a refuge and a symbol of enduring elven presence. Thranduil, the Lord of Lothlorien, represented one of the most iconic realms in elven lore. Lothlorien, with its golden malorn trees and its ethereal beauty, was a sanctuary of peace and timeless grace. Under Thranduil's stewardship, Lothlorien continued to be a haven amidst the tumultuous events of Middle-earth. His departure marked not just the end of his reign, but also the closing of a chapter that had been marked by elegance and serenity. Círdan, the ancient lord of Lindon, was renowned for his exceptional skills in shipbuilding. His contribution to the last ship's creation was not just practical but also symbolic. The craftsmanship of the ship was a testament to the elven mastery of their arts and traditions. Círdan's role in the last ship emphasized the importance of elven craftsmanship and the reverence they had for their cultural heritage. His departure was a poignant moment that reflected the end of an era of elven artistry. The timing of the last ship's departure has been the subject of considerable speculation. Many scholars suggest that it occurred around the time of King Elisar's death in the 120th year of the Fourth Age. This theory is supported by references in Tolkien's writings that hint at the proximity of the last ship's journey to the end of Aragorn's reign. The mention of Círdan possibly still residing in Middle-earth, combined with Aragorn's contemplation of his own departure and the conversations he had with Arwen, adds layers of complexity to the timeline. Arwen's visit to Lothlorien after Aragorn's death offers further clues. Her findings suggest that Celeborn had already departed, but there is no conclusive evidence that the last ship had left. This ambiguity leaves room for speculation about whether the last ship sailed before or after Aragorn's passing. The presence of some elves still residing in Lindon before the last ship's departure adds another layer of intrigue. The ship's departure symbolizes the culmination of an era for the elves. It represents not only their physical journey to the Undying Lands, but also the end of their influence in Middle-earth. As the last remnants of elven nobility turned their gaze westward, they left behind a world that had been shaped by their presence and their choices. While the last ship stands as a monumental event in elven history, it did not signify the absolute end of elven presence in Middle-earth. Among those who chose to remain was Legolas, the Prince of Mirkwood. Legolas's journey, including his decision to craft his own ship, represents a continuation of the elven legacy and their enduring spirit. After the War of the Ring, Legolas sought to honor the legacy of his kin and to seek a new path for himself and his people. He received his father Thranduil's blessing to lead a group of Mirkwood's elves to Ithilien, a region that had been revitalized by the defeat of Sauron. This move was not just a physical journey, but also a symbolic one, representing a new chapter for Legolas and his kin in a land healing from the wounds of war. In the year 120 of the Fourth Age, following the death of his friend Aragorn, Legolas embarked on the ambitious task of crafting his own ship. This decision indicates that he might have missed the departure of the last ship and felt compelled to undertake his own journey. His choice to build his own vessel was not merely a practical decision, but a reflection of his deep connection to elven tradition and heritage. His gray ship, crafted in Islan, symbolizes his determination to honor the legacy of his ancestors while forging his own path. Accompanied by his loyal friend Gimli, Legolas set out on a journey down the Anduin, bound for the distant shores of Valinor. This journey marked the final departure of the Fellowship of the Ring, signifying a poignant end to an era of elven presence in Middle-earth. His quest can be viewed from two perspectives, one where he sailed after the last ship and one where he set sail before it. Regardless of the exact timing, Legolas' journey reflects the continuation of the elven legacy and their commitment to seeking a new beginning in Valinor. His choice to build his own ship and embark on this journey underscores the enduring spirit of the Elves, even as their time in Middle-earth drew to a close. Amidst the departure of the last ship and his quest, a question lingers. Did all elves choose to leave Middle-earth, or did some opt to stay behind? While the allure of Valinor was strong, there were indeed some elves who made the decision to remain in the mortal realm. Their choice reflects a deep connection to the land and an enduring commitment to its future. One notable group is the Avari, a branch of the elven race who initially declined Orome's call to Valinor. These elves, discovered by Orome in the early days, chose to remain in Middle-earth out of fear and uncertainty. The Avari's decision to stay was rooted in their deep connection to the land and their reluctance to embrace the unknown. Their presence in Middle-earth represents a different path from the majority of their kin, reflecting a profound bond with their homeland. Another group is the Elves of Ethelon, who were led by Legolas. These elves made the conscious decision to remain in Middle-earth, dedicating themselves to the healing and restoration of the land. Their settlement in Ethelon was a deliberate choice to contribute to the rejuvenation of Middle-earth rather than embarking on a journey across the sea. Their decision reflects a commitment to the land and its people, even as their kin departed for Valinor. Additionally, some elves, distant from the sea and its call, may not have felt the same pull towards the undying lands as their kin. For these elves, the prospect of sailing into the unknown might have held little appeal. Their choice to stay reflects a deep-rooted connection to their homeland and a recognition of their role in shaping its future. The choice of elves to remain in Middle-earth was a profound one, reflecting their deep love for the land and its people. While the departure of the last ship and Legolas's quest marked the end of an era for the elves, their legacy lived on through those who chose to stay behind. Their stories, contributions, and sacrifices became an integral part of Middle-earth's ongoing narrative. As the last ship sailed into the west and he embarked on his journey, a sense of finality settled over Middle-earth. Yet amidst the departure of the elves, what became of those who chose to stay behind? Their decision to remain was not made lightly and reflected a deep love for the land they had called home. For the Avari, their choice to remain was a response to their fears and uncertainties about the Undying Lands. The familiar lands of Middle-earth offered them comfort and security, a refuge from the unknown. Their decision was not a rejection of their kin, but a choice to chart their own path in a world that was forever changing. Similarly, the Elves of Ethelon, under Legolas's leadership, chose to remain in Middle-earth, dedicating themselves to the rejuvenation of the land and the healing of its wounds. Their decision was a testament to their dedication to the land and its future. For them, the prospect of sailing across the sea held little appeal compared to the opportunity to contribute to the restoration of their homeland. In the aftermath of the departure of the last ship, the remaining elves faced a new reality. The world they inhabited was one marked by change and transformation. The age of the elves was coming to an end, and the world was evolving into a new era. Yet their presence continued to be felt through their contributions and their stories. The elves who remained behind were not merely relics of a bygone era, but active participants in the changing world. Their contributions to Middle-earth's history were profound and enduring. They left behind a legacy that continued to shape the land and its people long after their time had passed. As the elves departed for Valinor and the last ship sailed into the west, their influence on Middle-earth remained. The legacy of the elves is woven into the fabric of the land, a testament to their grace, wisdom, and enduring spirit. Even as their numbers dwindled, their impact continued to be felt in the world they had shaped. The elven realms, such as Lothlorien and Rivendell, left an indelible mark on Middle-earth. Their beauty, wisdom, and craftsmanship were integral to the land's history. The tales of their deeds and their contributions to the world became part of the mythos that shaped the world's future. The elves' influence is also reflected in the land's changing landscape. As Middle-earth transitioned from the Third Age to the Fourth Age, the legacy of the elves became a part of its evolving narrative. The stories of their deeds and their sacrifices continued to be told and remembered, a testament to their enduring impact. The remaining elves, whether the Avari or the Elves of Ethelon, carried forward the traditions and values of their kin. Their presence in Middle-earth was a reminder of the past and a bridge to the future. Their stories and their contributions became an integral part of the world's ongoing history. In the end, the departure of the elves from Middle-earth was a moment of profound significance. It marked the end of an era for a race that had been central to the world's history. Their departure was not just a physical journey, but a transition from one world to another, from the mortal realm to the eternal shores of Valinor. The elves who chose to stay behind became part of Middle-earth's enduring legacy. Their stories, contributions, and sacrifices were woven into the fabric of the land, leaving behind a rich tapestry of elven history. Even as the elven race diminished, their influence continued to be felt in the world they had helped shape. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the elves' departure from Middle-earth. We hope you found this journey as captivating as we did. If you enjoyed this delve into elven lore, please leave a comment below and share your thoughts. We'd love to hear your insights and suggestions for future topics. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on our adventures through the realms of Middle-earth. Until our paths cross again, may the light of Aman guide your way. This is Hidden Kingdoms, bidding you farewell for now.